Welcome to the Maine-J Show. It's your boy Maine-J, and this is another episode of Maine-Chat. Hey. And you know what this is? It's the week of Ask Maine-J, and this is day one. For those of y'all who don't know what Ask Maine-J is about, usually bi-monthly, I ask my followers, my fans, my subscribers to send me questions that they want me to answer, a hot topic, personal questions about me, anything, and I get my little spin, I get my little answer, and I do it for 5 straight days, 1 question a day. So that means I go through all of you guys' DMs and Facebook messengers and emails, however you hit me up, and I answer your questions. All right, so this is day one. And let me know going forward, too, if you guys want me to say your name. So I can be like, well, at so-and-so, thank you for the question. Okay? So question number 1, day number 1. Here we go. Got it right here. Maine-J, I like how you do your recaps of the verses. They are funny. I like hearing your viewpoint and your opinion. What are some verses that have not happened yet that you would like to see? Great question, and thank you for asking. So one of the first verses that I would like to see that we haven't seen yet, hopefully we get it, I would like to see Nas and JayZ. H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy. Or Nostradamus, my boy Escobar. From my age range, you know, when you ask people who are their top 3, 5, the highest I'll go is top 7 MC rappers, male rappers, Nas and JayZ's name always comes up. For me, it's Nas, JayZ, and anybody from the Locks and Prodigy. Those are like, that's the order right there. I would love to see those two, you know. Nas, like I said, legend. JayZ, a legend. You know, Nas was with The Firm, you know. JayZ was with Rockefeller. You know, and they had a beef, they had a you know, that I think they squashed it, you know, but you know, it was them, you know, those two, they illmatic, you know, you see what I did with Nas, my boy, but I would love to see that. I think that would be kind of cool. And then, you know, they can play their diss tracks and, you know, they can perform and just talk and just have a good time. So I think I would love to see, I would love to see Nas and JayZ do one. Okay. The next one, which I think would be iconic, be epic. I think this one would do better even than Brandy and Monica's, okay? I would love to see a Lil Kim versus Foxy Brown versus. I think that would be great as well. You know, Lil Kim, she was with Biggie and Junior Mafia. Push me to the limits, get my feelings in it. I used to be scared of but now I throw lips to and you know, Foxy Brown, she was with The Firm and of course with Jay, you know. So, you know, hot spot, this is my girls. So, you know, I think that would be cool to see them come together and possibly even squash it and give us that album that y'all was supposed to give us. I'm not sure if they worked on it, but they did work on some songs together, especially with Total, Kim and Foxy. They came in, you know, the beginning, banging it up. So I would love to see that. I think, in order for that to happen, I think it's more so on Lil Kim. Because, you know, Lil Kim don't play. She don't like you. She don't rock with you. She ain't feeling you. I think Fox would be more like, all right, let's just do it. Forget it. You know, let's just do it for the fans. But Kim, my thing is, girl, you forgave you and Faith Evans are good. So, you know, work it out with Foxy and Charlie Baltimore. Might as well throw her name up in there. Who knows what? I would love to see Lil Kim versus Foxy in the Verzus. Yeah. And speaking of that feud and, you know, mentioning Faith Evans' name, the next one I would love to see would be Faith Evans versus Mary J. Blige. And I've been getting a lot of flack and slack from a lot of you all from another recap or another suggestion that I did with Mary and Faith. And I backtrack a little bit about Mary. Okay, I'm just a Faith stan. Anybody knows me, I love the R&B church girls. Faith Evans, Coco, Kelly Price, Lil Mo, Fantasia, Kiki Wyatt. I love my R&B church girls, the girls that sing R&B that came up in the church. So I think I'm a little biased when it comes to Faith Evans. But I will say this. Mary J. Blige has been more consistent with putting out more songs, more music, bigger catalog. So I do believe that Mary would win just because eventually Faith Evans' catalog will begin to fade out. But I will say it, and I will say it, and I will say it, and I will say this. I will always stand by Faith Evans as being the better singing. You get no love, you get no love, you get no love from me. So I'll stand by that. Many of y'all was saying because, Mary has sold more records, that means that she's the better singer, which your logic's off. And I've been going back and forth with one of y'all's. I won't say your name. You can find the video, but I will say this as well when it comes to the Mary and Faith verses. Anyone, usually these verses are about 3 rounds, usually it's 2 to 3 rounds. Anyone that thinks that Faith Evans can at least hang on for 3 rounds, toe-to-toe with Mary, you're false. Faith has been out for years and she's put out plenty of hit songs, not just from her albums, but from features and some more stuff. And then also the songs that she has written for artists that made the radio. So anybody talk about it's just going to be Mary. Yeah, eventually if you go 4 rounds or 5 rounds and Mary still is playing some hits, then yeah, Faith Evans is going to dwindle out. But will we at least get a good 2.5, 3 hours of a verses between Mary and Faith? Absolutely. And I still team Faith, but I will give y'all that now that I've really looked at Mary J. Blige's catalog. Mary J. Blige will, eventually would be Faith Evans in regards to just the length, because she just has a bigger catalog. All right. But a live battle, my girl Faith, church girls all the way. All right. Next one. This is one that I've seen by some fans. And I'm a 90s lover, so I'm going to go up my 90s, but I will, me, I'm always fair in my, you know what I do. So Usher versus Chris Brown. Usher's a legend. I feel like no one's really touching him. But I feel like with this, the same way how I said Mary J. Blige, I feel like Chris Brown has a larger catalog. Chris Brown's putting out something every other day. Okay. And then even when he puts out his albums, he's putting out 15, 20 song albums. He's giving us like double CDs and double albums if you go download it. And he's just giving us straight consistency. Now, Usher gives us the quality. When Usher comes out, he's coming out. He done put some time and put some work. And I seen Chris Brown don't put no time in. Y'all don't come for me. Your Chris Breezy fans, don't come for me. Now I will say, Usher's gonna hold his own in that type of battle. You know what I'm saying? I think if we do the 3 round, you play 10 songs, I play 10 songs, we go back and forth. Usher's gonna go 3 rounds, 3.5, almost 4, before I feel like his actual hits was considered a hit. He'll start to fade because Breezy's just like he's working with, Nicki, and then he got songs with Trey, and then he got songs with Snoop, and then he got songs with all these different people, and Usher does too. But I think when we look at quantity and quality, Chris Brown definitely has the quantity. I'm looking, he's just that hot commodity right now. And then Usher, while he's a legend, he's hot. And he has legendary music and legendary songs. I will say if they go more than 3 rounds, I do believe hit-wise, was considered hits. Not music, but was considered hits. I do believe that Chris Brown would take the win just because he's put out more what the radio and the politics of hits are. But it would still be nice to see them and come and maybe perform and dance and do some other stuff. So Usher versus Chris Brown. Next one. I'm kind of shaking up on this, and I don't want these people to come for me, but I would love to see Beyonce do one. I'm not her biggest fan, but I would love to see Beyonce do one. And I was thinking maybe either Beyonce versus Sasha Fierce, but as I was thinking about who Beyonce could really battle, as far as, because Beyonce has songs on top of songs for days, and you need somebody who may not be as big as Beyonce, but has had enough songs to really go toe to toe. And I was thinking, not Rihanna, not Carrie Hilson, other people around her age that kind of has a nice catalog like Fantasia. Nah, you know what I was thinking? Just hear me out, y'all. I was thinking Beyonce and Lil Mo. Now, before y'all say something, before Lil Mo's first album came out, y'all, right? Before her first album came out, she was with Missy, had hits with JayZ, Next, you know, all types of songs. Just let's not forget all her songs with Ja Rule, and then with Fabulous and Angie Martinez and Jermaine Dupri and Da Brat. I mean, you look at Lil Mo's discography of songs that were actually on the radio. Let's not forget Nicole Ray, and she, you know, all her songs that she wrote. One song that y'all probably don't know was hers. It was kind of a hit for Blackstreet. Boyfriend on the phone. Because he paged me. So, you know, Lil Mo wrote that song. And she wrote a lot of other songs for many other artists that are hits. So I would think Lil Mo is someone who can go toe to toe. Like I said, she was with Missy in her camp, Murder Inc. in that camp. And then let's not forget, she was with Lil Wayne and all of them, Birdman in that camp. I mean, Lil Mo was just, every time we turned on the radio, she was on there with somebody being featured, let alone her own stuff. So I would think that. If not, I don't know who can really be with B. So I still would keep Lil Mo, and then I would say maybe Lil Mo versus Kelly Price, the battle of the church girls. You know, once again, Kelly Price, before her first album, like Lil Mo, Kelly Price was on everything. All Bad Boys. Kelly Price is Bad Boy. I know I'm not, no disrespect to Biggie and the Locks and everybody else, but Kelly Price is Bad Boys. You hear what I'm saying? She was, you know, bad, 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 bad boys. You make me feel so good. Yeah, yeah. You know, I know what no one they want from me. It's like the more money we come across, the more problems we see. You know, like I said, you know, this is the Heartbreak Hotel. So Kelly Price and I think Lil Mo, I think those two would be great because they can just do a whole verses just off their hit features, let alone not even touching the albums. So I think that would be more love. I think that would be fun. So y'all can see if we can make that happen. And last but not least, I got to represent the Beantown. I'm a Bostonian 617 all day, baby. They don't even need to battle anybody else or versus anybody else. They can just versus within themselves. I would love to see a New Edition versus. Okay? Because you got New Edition, got Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike, Ralph, right? Then you got it when Bobby left and it was Johnny Gill. Then you got BBD. You got Bobby Brown by himself. You got Ralph Tresvant. You know what I'm saying? Johnny Gill. So I would love to see, you know, it can be a couple of songs with New Edition, and then it can be, you know, BBD does something, and then a couple of more songs with New Edition, then Bobby Brown does something, and then a couple of more songs with New Edition, and then Ralph does something, and then, you know, and then down through the years, some of them have been featured on other people's stuff, like Johnny and Ralph, and, you know, just different. That I think would be like the best, because New Edition is that group. Boston, we don't have a lot, but New Edition is that group, and I think that would be fun, because that'll kind of be like, while a lot of groups have, you know, people who went solo or multiple people in the group has gone solo, I think that solo wise and just they all in their own right did their thing. BBD, Ralph, Bobby, you know, John. So I think that would be cool to kind of see them split up and then perform maybe a couple of their songs. And I think that would be great. I would love to see that. Them verses themselves, you know, that's kind of cool. So those are the verses that I would like to see. Well, that concludes day one, question number one. Thank you all for tuning into the Maine-Chat show. You all know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, comment, email me, Facebook me, Instagram me. You know what it is. And until I see y'all tomorrow for day number two, question number two, y'all have a good rest of your day. Peace. I might have to go away and do a little time.